Hi everyone, my name is Noah Meehan, and this here is Camden. Say hi, Camden.
Hi.
I'm looking after a kid from my friends, and this is the Arc of Truth. So, what is happening so far is in Great Britain is that Tommy Robinson. Okay, put that right there. Tommy Robinson is finally free after months of getting through all the crap that basically the British government and the British judicial I can't talk today. The British judicial system has thrown at him. He finally no longer has to spend a day in prison. No longer. And I know that's this is a few days old, but still, it's nonetheless still an important subject that we must talk about, especially in Britain. Yeah, sorry. Okay, again, this is Camden. I'm just looking after her. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard with it. She's too adorable. I'm sorry. I mean, look at her! Okay, so what I got in terms of, are you okay? Okay, so what is happening right now is that Tommy Robinson will have to appear in court sometime in September. I do not know the exact date of it. Oh, are you leaving? Aww.
No.
Okay. Are you leaving?
No.
Okay. Well, he has to be at his court this September because this is about the same thing with in terms of his video talking about how he basically was filming outside of a judicial building about some of the sex games that were running in London at the time. Now, if you recall, he did get permission from the British policeman there, but immediately they just decided to change their opinion and just decided to arrest him, despite the fact that he didn't really do anything wrong. He wasn't disrupting the trial or anything, and he was just being a normal civilized person, just being a journalist talking about the news. Now, he unfortunately, after just a few hours from his Okay, I'll wear them. After a few hours of just basically committing the alleged crime, I'm sorry, it's kind of hard with Camden and stuff. He basically is sentenced to at least a little bit over a year in prison just for this one specific thing. Now, that was definitely at the time a major issue because it had to deal with the free speech movement in the UK, which is definitely under attack because of political correctness and all the BS that's been going on. So that's what's been happening. Now, with Tommy Robinson out of jail, that case has been sort of reopened. And now he can finally go home, back to Canada, be with his family, or I think his family is in Canada, and that's where he lives, I think. But still, he gets to be with his family. He doesn't really have to deal with a lot of these restrictions that was originally imposed upon him. Now, again, like I said before, he has to deal with he's going to have to deal with another case that's going to be happening in September. Now, the reason why he has to do this is because, well, the judges actually threw out the verdict that the original judge who was sentenced Tommy Robinson out, and this was mainly because of biases and of how fast of a trial this was, and basically how he wasn't really given any evidence to allow Tommy Robinson to defend himself at the very least. So that is definitely been a big part in the overturn. In fact, that's the main reason why the issue was overturned by the judicial system. And again, this is very important. And a very important factor, because this means that the idea of freedom of speech, no matter how controversial, will not be censored. And in fact, it would not be allowed to be censored. After all, yeah? After all of all of this time, yeah. After all of this time of the protest, trying to constantly ask for the freedom of Tommy Robinson, it's just going to. All this is doing is just increasing the. I love you, Camden. I really do. But this is continually increasing the support of the free speech movement, and not actually. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. She loves to play around. And it's definitely decreasing the support of political correctness. So I hope that this would definitely bring about a pretty good resolution, especially with the new trial that's going to be happening this September. I really hope that it does. I mean, either way, this shows that the idea of freedom of speech will be tolerated, because, take it back. The idea of freedom of speech being censored by anyone, including the government, will not be tolerated by anyone. Not by the populace, not by the Constitution, not by anything. It doesn't matter. And I hope this comes to be a very important turning point in the fight for freedom of speech, at least in the United Kingdom. I really hope to God that's the case. My name is Noah Meehan on The Arc of Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe.